Welcome to a journey to discover a unique and potential profession, centipede farming in China. Few people know that centipedes, a scary-looking creature, bring huge income to farmers in China. This is not only a profitable business model, but also a thriving industry with a value of millions of dollars every year. Centipedes have long been used in traditional medicine, especially in China, where they are considered a valuable ingredient in many remedies. With the growing demand, centipede farming has become a highly profitable business model, earning many Chinese farmers millions of dollars each year. The process of building a centipede farm is not as simple as conventional farming models. To ensure optimal conditions for centipedes to grow, Chinese farmers must design special housing systems, often in dark, humid areas, simulating the natural environment that centipedes love. Centipede farms are often built indoors or underground to better control temperature and humidity. Centipedes are creatures that prefer humid and dark environments, so places with strong light or very dry air are not suitable. Longtime centipede farmers often use automatic misting systems to maintain ideal humidity in the farm. Another important factor in the process of raising centipedes is the substrate, where centipedes live and reproduce. This substrate can be made from humus mixed with moist moss, coconut fiber, or a mixture of organic substances to help maintain good humidity. In addition, farmers also use thin wooden boards or bricks stacked on top of each other to create shelter for centipedes, helping them feel safe and develop quickly. Breeding centipedes is not simple because they have quite special reproductive habits. An adult centipede can lay hundreds of eggs at a time, but to have a high hatching rate, farmers need to create ideal conditions such as keeping the temperature stable at 25 to 30 degrees Celsius and humidity around 80%. Female centipedes usually roll the eggs in their bodies and protect them from external influences. After about 2 to 3 weeks, the eggs hatch into baby centipedes, and during this time, if the environmental conditions are not good, the mother centipede can eat her own eggs. Therefore, many farmers have to intervene by separating the mother centipedes from the egg area after a certain period of time to ensure a higher survival rate of the baby centipedes. After the baby centipedes hatch, they go through many molts to develop. This process lasts from several months to a year depending on the farming conditions. The larger the centipede, the higher the value, especially those over 20 centimeters long, because they have many uses in medicine and medicinal processing. The food of centipedes is mainly small insects such as crickets, earthworms, cockroaches, or fresh meat such as chopped animal liver. Some large farms also raise a separate food source for centipedes to ensure nutritional quality and control costs. Centipedes are carnivores and have very strong hunting habits. When hungry, they can attack and eat each other. Therefore, farmers must classify centipedes by size and provide enough food to limit this situation. Some farms also use a hybrid farming model with other insects to create a closed ecosystem, helping to reduce costs and maximize resources. In addition, during the farming process, farmers must also regularly check the health of centipedes. Some common diseases in centipedes are skin fungus, dehydration due to insufficient humidity, or bacterial infections due to unclean environments. Regular cleaning of the cages and maintaining a stable environment are very important to ensure the highest survival rate of centipedes. After about 6 months to 1 year of farming, centipedes reach their maximum size and can be harvested. The process of harvesting centipedes must be done carefully because centipedes have strong venom, which can be painful and dangerous if bitten. Harvesters often wear thick gloves and use specialized tongs to catch centipedes. After harvesting, centipedes will be classified according to size and quality. Large, healthy centipedes are often sold at higher prices. Some farms export live centipedes to countries with high demand such as Korea, Japan, and some Southeast Asian countries. In addition, centipedes are also processed into many different products such as dried centipedes, centipedes soaked in wine, or medicinal extracts from centipede venom to produce medicine. Centipede farming brings very high profits because the initial investment cost is not too large, but the economic value of centipedes is very high. An adult centipede can be sold for $5 to $15 depending on size and quality. If calculated on a scale of millions, even billions of centipedes each year, the total revenue that this industry brings can be up to tens of millions of USD. Some households in China have converted from traditional agricultural models to centipede farming and become millionaires thanks to this industry. Large centipede farms also cooperate with pharmaceutical companies to ensure stable output, helping the centipede farming industry develop more sustainably. Despite the attractive profits, the centipede farming industry also faces many challenges. One of the biggest risks is that diseases can reduce the number of centipedes raised on farms. In addition, the centipede consumption market still depends heavily on the pharmaceutical and traditional medicine industries, causing prices to fluctuate. However, with the development of science and technology, there are more and more studies on the application of centipedes in modern medicine, opening up many opportunities for the future of centipede farming. If properly invested and managed, centipede farming can continue to be a huge source of profit for farmers in China and other countries. From a creature with a scary appearance, centipedes have become a source of millions of dollars for many farmers in China. With a systematic breeding process, modern techniques and increasing market demand, the centipede farming industry promises to continue to develop strongly in the future. Although there are many challenges, the opportunities that centipede farming brings are enormous. This is not only a potential business but also a clear demonstration of human creativity and adaptability in the agricultural sector. Silk is one of the world's most valuable luxury products, with a history spanning thousands of years. China, the birthplace of silk production, remains the world's leading producer thanks to its large-scale silkworm farms. Billions of silkworms are raised each year to produce thousands of tons of high-quality silk for the global fashion and textile industries. To understand how these tiny silkworms can produce valuable silk, we need to take a closer look at the silkworm farming and silk production process at farms and factories in China. Silkworm farming begins with the selection of healthy silkworm eggs. Silkworm eggs are usually incubated in a controlled environment to ensure a high hatching rate. When the eggs hatch, the silkworm larvae are very small and weak. Requiring special care to develop. They are raised in large trays with suitable temperature and humidity, and their main food is fresh mulberry leaves. Mulberry leaves must be carefully selected, ensuring they are clean and free of pesticides so as not to affect the growth of silkworms. Silkworm farms often grow mulberry right in the production area to ensure a constant supply of high-quality food. The silkworm rearing process lasts about 25 to 30 days. During this time, silkworms go through many stages of molting. After each molt, they grow faster and need more food. In the final stage, when the silkworms have reached their maximum size, they begin to spin silk and create cocoons. This is the most important stage in the silk production process. The silkworms are placed in special cocoon racks where they can spin cocoons without being affected by the surrounding environment. A silkworm can spin up to 1.5 kilometers of silk to form a complete cocoon. After the silkworms have completed spinning silk, the cocoons are harvested and processed. The cocoons are steamed or dried to kill the silkworms inside and prevent them from destroying the silk fiber structure when they pupate. This is an important step in maintaining the quality of the silk. The cocoons are then soaked in warm water to soften the adhesive layer, making it easier to extract the silk fibers from the cocoons. The first fibers are removed by hand, then fed into a reeling machine to be wound into long, uniform threads. Each fine fiber can be combined with many others to form a stronger silk thread. After reeling, the fibers are cleaned and sorted according to quality. The highest quality fibers are used to produce premium silk, while lower quality fibers can be used to weave regular fabrics or as raw materials for other products. The next step is weaving, where the fibers are spun into silk fabric on modern looms. Some factories still retain the hand-weaving method to create high-value products with sophisticated patterns. After weaving, the silk fabric is dyed, printed with patterns or finished with special processing techniques to create the characteristic shine and softness of silk. The entire process from silkworm rearing to silk production requires meticulousness and high techniques. Thanks to long-standing experience and technological developments, the silk industry in China has continuously expanded and improved its quality. This industry not only creates luxury products but also brings stable income to millions of farmers and workers. Many silkworm farms in China have adopted sustainable production models, using organic and environmentally friendly silkworm rearing methods to meet the growing demand of the international market. Despite many challenges such as climate change, silkworm diseases, and competition from synthetic fibers, the Chinese silk industry has remained steadfast thanks to its superior quality and long-standing reputation. Chinese silk not only serves domestic demand but is also exported to many countries around the world, contributing to bringing the silk industry to a new level, from tiny silkworms to soft and luxurious silk fabrics. This process is a testament to the sophistication and great techniques of humans in exploiting nature to create exquisite products. In addition, scientific research on silkworm breeding has also played an important role in increasing silk productivity. Chinese scientists have developed many silkworm strains that can produce longer, more durable silk and have more diverse natural colors, reducing the need for chemical dyes. Some biosilks are even fire-resistant, water-resistant and have medical applications, such as surgical sutures or tissue-regenerating biomaterials. However, it is undeniable that the silk industry still faces many challenges. One of the major issues is environmental protection, as the traditional silk production process consumes a lot of water and uses chemicals in the dyeing process. To solve this problem, many factories have adopted advanced wastewater treatment technology and used natural dyes to reduce negative impacts on the environment. In addition, some silkworm farms also apply the circular economy model, utilizing waste from silkworm cocoons to produce animal feed or organic fertilizer. Overall, the silkworm farming and silk production industry in China is a typical example of the combination of tradition and modern technology. From silkworm farms to advanced silk factories, this process not only creates luxury products but also contributes to the preservation of an industry with long-standing cultural value. With constant innovation and sustainable development trends, the Chinese silk industry will certainly continue to thrive in the future, bringing high-quality products to the world. The locust farming industry in China is booming, becoming one of the most lucrative businesses, bringing in millions of dollars each year. With the demand for billions of locusts, China has built a large-scale farm system, specializing in raising and harvesting locusts to supply the food and pharmaceutical markets. Chinese people have long considered locusts a nutritious food source, rich in protein and minerals, and also have medicinal value in Oriental medicine. Locust dishes such as fried locusts, grilled locusts, and even locusts stewed with Chinese medicine are becoming increasingly popular in street food and high-end restaurants. The process of raising locusts requires precision and high technology to ensure productivity and quality. Modern locust farms in China are designed in a closed model, strictly controlling temperature, humidity and nutrition. Locusts are raised in large areas with natural environmental conditions. Helping them grow healthily and reach their optimal size. The diet of locusts mainly consists of leaves, grasses and special grains, which enhance their nutritional value. From the time they hatch, locusts go through many stages of development before reaching commercial size. Farms often apply breeding technology to increase the reproduction rate, helping to meet the increasing consumption demand. After about 5 to 6 weeks, adult locusts are harvested and put into processing stages. Some are exported live, while others are processed into dried foods or protein powders to be used as ingredients for nutritional products. In addition to culinary, locusts also have great value in traditional Chinese medicine. According to Oriental medicine, locusts have a nourishing effect, increase vitality and support the treatment of some respiratory and digestive diseases. Therefore, many pharmaceutical companies have researched and produced preparations from locusts. From capsules to liquid essences. To maximize the health benefits of this insect, the consumption of locusts also plays an important role in environmental protection and sustainable development. Locusts are a highly efficient alternative source of protein, helping to reduce pressure on the traditional livestock industry, which consumes a lot of resources. Moreover, raising locusts does not require a large area of land. Uses much less water than raising cows or pigs, and has almost zero greenhouse gas emissions. This is a potential solution to solve the problem of food security in the context of the growing world population. In the international market, locusts are receiving increasing attention from Western countries. Many food companies in Europe and the US have begun importing locusts from China to process into protein snacks, baking powder, and meat substitutes. This opens up huge export opportunities for China's locust farming industry. Helping the country expand its market and increase revenue from this unique industry. The development of the locust farming industry not only brings economic benefits but also helps create jobs for thousands of farmers and workers in rural areas. Thanks to the large-scale locust farming model, many localities have switched from traditional farming methods to insect farming, helping to improve people's income and living standards. The Chinese government also strongly supports this industry through incentive policies and investment in research and development to optimize locust farming and processing processes. However, the locust farming industry also faces some challenges. One of the biggest problems is disease control in farms. If not carefully managed, locusts can be infected with bacteria or parasites, affecting the quality of the product. Therefore, farms must strictly adhere to hygiene procedures, use modern monitoring technology to detect risks early and handle them promptly. In addition, the rapid development of this industry also raises the issue of ecological balance. If locusts escape into the natural environment in large numbers, they can become a threat to crops and local ecosystems. Therefore, farms must have a strict control system to ensure that locusts do not harm the outside environment. Despite the challenges, the locust farming and processing industry in China continues to grow strongly thanks to technological innovation and growing interest from the global market. with huge economic potential and nutritional and environmental benefits. This industry is forecast to expand further and become an important part of the food supply chain in the future. With heavy investment in research and development, coupled with growing consumer interest, China's locust farming industry is not only hugely profitable, but also contributing to a more sustainable food system for the future. From large-scale locust farms to modern processing plants, from traditional Chinese cuisine to international markets, the story of locust farming reflects an astonishing transformation of agriculture and the food industry. Frog farming in China has developed into a huge industry, producing billions of frogs each year for domestic consumption and export. Frogs are not only a popular dish in Chinese cuisine, but are also widely used in traditional medicine and the food processing industry. Thanks to modern technology and advanced farming techniques, frog farms in China can produce large quantities, bringing in millions of dollars in profits each year. Frog farming requires strict control of the environment, food and growing conditions to ensure high survival rates and the best meat quality. Modern frog farms are built in a closed model, with large water tanks or artificial ponds simulating the natural environment. Temperature, humidity and water quality are strictly controlled to create ideal conditions for frogs to grow. The frog breeding process begins with selecting healthy offspring for breeding. Female frogs lay eggs in water, which hatch into tadpoles. The tadpole stage lasts about 45 to 60 days before they develop into froglets and are raised to commercial size. During this time, farmers provide a special protein-rich diet to help the frogs grow rapidly. Once they reach a suitable size, the frogs are harvested and transported to processing plants. Here, they are cleaned, butchered and processed into various products such as fresh frog meat, frozen frogs, or dried frogs for export. Some factories also produce value-added products such as frog sausages, frog protein powder or canned foods. Chinese cuisine has long considered frogs an important ingredient, with many famous dishes such as stir-fried frog with lemongrass and chili, frog hot pot, fried frog and Chinese medicine frog stew. Frog meat is highly valued because it is high in protein, low in fat, has a sweet taste and is easy to prepare. In addition, frogs are also an important ingredient in traditional Chinese medicine. According to Oriental medicine, frog meat is cool, helps to clear heat, replenish vitality and support the treatment of respiratory and digestive diseases. The frog farming industry not only serves domestic needs but also targets the export market. Chinese frog meat is exported to many countries, especially Southeast Asian countries, Europe and North America, where frog meat is becoming a popular food. To meet strict export standards, frog farms and processing factories must strictly comply with food hygiene and safety regulations and apply advanced technology to improve product quality. The development of the frog farming industry also brings many economic and social benefits. Many farmers in rural areas of China have turned to frog farming as a new direction, helping them have a more stable source of income than traditional farming. Thanks to the closed farming process and relatively low investment costs, many households can build small-scale farms, contributing to the development of the frog farming industry on a large scale. The Chinese government also has many policies to support this industry, from providing preferential loans to technical guidance and quality control. In addition to the economic benefits, the frog farming industry also faces a number of challenges. One of the biggest problems is disease control. Frogs are very sensitive to environmental conditions and are susceptible to disease if the water source is not well controlled. To minimize risks, Farms need to take preventive measures such as vaccination, using modern water filtration systems and maintaining a balanced diet for frogs. In addition, the industry also needs to consider the environmental impacts. If not well managed, waste from frog farms can pollute water sources and affect the surrounding ecosystem. As a result, many frog farms are now adopting sustainable solutions, such as water recycling, natural feed, and aquaculture, to reduce their environmental footprint. Despite the challenges, the frog farming industry in China is thriving and continues to expand. With government support, technological innovation, and growing consumer demand, the industry promises to continue to grow and become an important part of the global food industry. From modern frog farms to advanced processing plants, from traditional Chinese cuisine to international export markets, the story of frog farming reflects a remarkable transformation of agriculture and the food industry. With strong investment in research and development, and growing consumer interest, China's frog farming industry is not only bringing in huge profits, but also contributing to a more sustainable food system for the future.